Hi, my name is Jason from Automation Made Simple. In this video series, we're going to be looking at Zapier Helper tools. So these are tools that Zapier provide to use within your automations, and you can do things such as formatting dates, adding, subtracting dates, calculations, formatting text, this kind of thing. So knowing how these automations work, how these Zapier Helper tools work, will help you advance your automations. So stay tuned and look out for other videos in this series. Okay, so in this video we're going to be looking at the Zapier helpers for text, so how to format, manipulate text. And so the scenario we have here is we have a spreadsheet and we have a tab here called Products Raw Data. So we're using spreadsheets just to demonstrate this, but this could be coming from a different system, maybe a supplier or whatever it is, and you want to clean the data. So the data comes in and you want to clean it up and then put it into your system. So we have another tab here which is going to be called Products Data Cleaned, and what we're going to do is take information that comes into here, format and change the data how we want it, and then put it into here. Okay, so let's just delete this record here and jump over to Zapier. Okay, so we're in Zapier and we have a trigger which is just looking for anything that comes into this raw data sheet. So the data is going to come in, it's going to be badly formatted and we need to do something about it. So all we're doing is pulling data in, and we're on spreadsheet row B, so we can see this one here, and this is the one I'm going to work with. So we want to do a couple of things. So the first thing we want to do, if we go back to the spreadsheet here, is we don't want to have the $ in here. Sometimes if you move in data and numbers from one system to another, you just want the raw numbers. So we're going to take the $ off of this and put it into our system, because our system will correct it. So to do that, we're going to go to formatters and we're going to choose the text formatter. I'm going to continue here and we're going to transform, and then if you look, you have lots of different things to transform data, so text, but the one we're looking for and the one we're going to use for now is the replace. So what we want to do is replace the $ with nothing, so basically remove it. Okay, so our input is going to be column B, and we want to find the $, and then we want to replace it. So if we leave this blank, then rather than replace it, it's just going to delete it, so it's going to replace it with nothing. Okay, so it's going to remove it, and that's what we want. If you wanted to change it to the pound symbol, for instance, then you could do that here. So let's continue and let's test and review, and what we should see is what we want. Okay, so it's going to strip out any currency symbols and just give us the raw data. So first of all, we just want to rename this as well. So okay, so we have renamed, and this is useful later on, especially when you have lots of formatters. When you're referring to them later on in the Zaps, you want to see which formatter you're dealing with. Okay, so we have this. So what we can do now is to create another formatter. So the other thing we want to do is we want to capitalize these words in here. So we want an uppercase W, we want an uppercase M. Okay, so we're going to use a Zap which will do that, and so we're going to use the formatter again, and it's going to be text again because we're working with text. We're just going to continue, and this time we're going to transform with the title case. So this is the one we're looking for. So this will put a uppercase letter on all main words, so not the words in between, just the 4s and 2s and things like that, then, which is what we want for this, so just for a title of something. Okay, so our input is going to be, we show all options, a widget for cars or widgets for cars, and we want to make the W uppercase and we want to make the cars uppercase. So we're just going to tell it that, it knows what to do, and we can just test and review. So there we go, that just looks a little bit better for a title, so we're going to use that. So let's just rename this one title case product. We'll just test and review again. So that's it, we have those texts formatted now. We could do more, so we could add more in there. We could remove and trim spacing. Sometimes when you're getting data in from somewhere else. They may have spaces at the end and at the beginning, which can cause you problems when you're searching or lookup or trying to match. So you can trim spaces. So there's lots to look at in there. This is just a couple to give you some idea, but explore them all. So what we want to do now is we want to update our sheet. So what we're going to do is take this information, clean it and put it into here. So let's just do that to finish off. So in here we want to create a new spreadsheet row. So I've picked the same spreadsheet, but we want to pick a different tab here. So we're going to put it into the clean data. And now we're just going to match the details. So product name we're going to get from here, from product case. This is what I meant earlier about naming these. If you don't, it will just say Zapier formatter and you won't know which one is which. So let's go for that. The product costs we're going to get from here. So just our raw output here. The product ID we're happy with. There's nothing wrong with that. So we're going to take the product ID as it is, and the product type as well. We're going to keep that as it is. Okay, so we can just continue, test and review, jump back over here, and there we have it. So we have the title case for the product. We've removed the pound sign here, and these are just the same as they were. Okay, so that's it. Have a look at them, play around. You can manipulate the data a lot. And like I said, if you're moving stuff from one system to another, sometimes there's a lot of work to do. Even spreadsheets, if you move from one spreadsheet to another, there's a lot of work to do to get it into the format you want. Okay, so I hope that's useful. As always, thank you for listening. See you next time. That's it for now. Thank you for listening, and thank you even more for listening till the end. If you like what we do, please share and subscribe. Follow us on social media. If you're interested in the work we do and you want to know more, head over to automationmadesimple.co, where you can find out everything about us, what we do, and how we can help you. Okay, take care and bye for now.